Hello guys and welcome to Steve News. We have some great news topics and it's all about games. BeatSaber has been acquired by Facebook, and what does this mean? We have game updates for additional content for us to enjoy as well. We have Phil Spencer of Xbox speaking out about his stance on virtual reality, and a new side-loadable game, Quake 2. The full game of this title has to be purchased on Steam, so I'm going to do a giveaway on this game as it's currently on sale on Steam until the 3rd of December. So I'll give a few of these out before that date as a thank you for supporting the channel. Simply subscribe and comment and make sure you've got a Steam account for me to gift it. So first, Facebook have bought out Beat Games, the studio that brought us BeatSaber. This was certainly out of the blue for me. I did not see this coming. Beat Games will now be part of Oculus Studios, but they will be functioning as they are in Prague still. But does this also mean that BeatSaber is going to be an exclusive on the Oculus platform? The answer is no, so any concerns you have around this need to be nipped in the bud. No, BeatSaber will not become an exclusive title. What Oculus plan to do is bring exclusive content and updates to the Oculus platform, such as song packs. Hopefully we get a rock pack now, I've been waiting ages. In the midst of all this talk, we have seen mentions of the 360 mode confirmed to be released in December. I know we've been waiting for that, so hearing it reiterated gives me some sort of confidence that it's not going to be delayed. The company did speak out about the deal and wanted to ensure the community that going forward, that they're going to do their best to still provide modifications. This is what was said. We understand and appreciate the value that modding brings to the BeatSaber community. When done legally and within our policies, we're going to do our best to preserve the value that mods bring to the BeatSaber player base. As a reminder, our most recent policy update gives more clarity on how developer mode is intended to be used, such as helping developers build their apps or for enthusiasts to explore new concepts. It's not intended for engaging in piracy or illicit modding, including mods that infringe on third-party IP rights or contain malicious code. So I'm glad that's cleared some things up. The Oculus blog post also contains a bunch of questions and answers that you may want to know, such as why did they buy Beat Games? How are they going to avoid ruining the studios? We've seen it happen before when big companies acquire indie studios, it ruins them. So there's a ton of questions on here that you should check out. The impression I got from this though is Facebook are looking at a long-term vision for BeatSaber. They want to expand on its social features and add new game modes, which sounds fantastic. Expand the title please to more than just the music game, bring us multiplayer as well. In my opinion, this is positive. I think Oculus have shown that they are driven to innovate and push VR in a positive direction. So with a company like that behind the studio, pushing for greatness and for us to be better, we should hopefully see things that we benefit from as gamers and consumers. But only time will tell. In the short term, we shouldn't see any differences from now. PokerStars VR gets an update. PokerStars, the fun-loving poker game that is more about its quirks and comedic moments as it is about poker. This game is about to get a sweet little update that will turn you into James Bond or Harry the Platypus by playing poker games in a new spy-like environment. This update is called Spies, and it'll put you in a secret lair within a volcano. It would include spy-like items for you to play around with as well, from good to bad. You'll have things such as exploding bubblegum, shoulder-mounted weapons, laser lipstick, and there's even more to play around with during your game. You'll even have new clothes available so you can really dress for the occasion. I think this is needed for Poker VR. They've needed some new content for a while to keep us interested. And it's definitely going to work because I want to try this for sure. This update goes live on the 28th of November, which is tomorrow if you're watching this right now. This is also going to be the setting for the next big PokerStars VR event, which takes place over the Black Friday weekend. There is a 1,000 credit buy-in event on the 29th, a 5 million credit buy-in event on the 30th, and another one for 25 million on the 1st of December. The winner will get the first ever awarded VRPT bracelet. Ew. This is very Casino Royale. Get me a Vespa cocktail, shaken, not stirred. Nat Geo also gets an update. The National Geographic VR experience is one of wonder, as you get to experience the icy plains of the Antarctica. If you own this title, you're going to get a free upgrade to the Nat Geo experience. Get out of the cold and into the ancient citadel of Machu Picchu. This is an interactive expedition into the mountains of Peru, where you will learn about the history in the 1400s. Being transported back in time, you'll get to witness mummy worship, raise a cup to chica, sea animals, and more. The Inca Society, who are the ones that lived here, this ancient civilization, are the predecessors of people who still live in the Andes today. So if you like exploring and learning about history, Nat Geo are giving you an additional update for free. Next, Xbox speak out about virtual reality. I'm gonna come out and just say it. Phil Spencer had said that Microsoft MR headsets are not set up to support Xbox. He also said that VR is not where Xbox's focus is. He thinks the experience is isolating, and gaming should be communal, which I've got to agree with. It's a very solo experience unless you're online. I do really love couch co-op experiences, which have been declining as time goes on in the gaming industry. And that's why I love the Nintendo Switch so much. It's full of indie co-op games by the truckload. Phil also made another statement that blew my mind, which really puts virtual reality into perspective. Oculus just celebrated its $100 million sale on the Oculus Store over 3 years, which means in 3 years virtual reality couldn't even achieve a single game sale in its launch window like Red Dead Redemption 2. The Quest also sold 100,000 units in its first 2 weeks. The Xbox sold 1 million in its first day. So Phil seems to be speaking with numbers, which he isn't wrong. He's thinking like the head of a division who has to make smart, calculated decisions. But the gaming community want Xbox to be part of this growing industry and not to get left behind. Because one day when VR is big enough, if it happens, Xbox is going to be too late into the game when they currently have a tactical advantage in being an already huge industry presence. I don't work at Xbox, but I think they should at least try and support virtual reality, combining the Xbox with the Oculus Rift perhaps, at least to keep people interested in their brand. Because the people that want VR, those 4.2 million users in 2016 for PlayStation VR, they're going to stay with PlayStation and more are going to follow. So it doesn't look like virtual reality is going to happen with Xbox at all. I had hope, but nope. Next, Quake 2 Quest, a new side-loadable game is available, the sequel to Quake. The first Quake was made available via SideQuest for you to put onto your Oculus Quest and play a classic retro FPS in 6DOF virtual reality. And it flooded me with nostalgia and filled me with joy because I love retro classics so much. And being able to play them in a new way, I just can't miss out on. Just like Half-Life with the Lambda 1 VR mod. And now we see the sequel to Quake, Quake 2, being now available to sideload onto your headsets and play on your Oculus Quest. The version on SideQuest though is a shareware version, so to enjoy the full-length feature title you're going to have to go to Steam and purchase it, and then put those files onto your headset. This is only currently $1.19 on Steam, so around $2. So you know what? Let's do a giveaway to thank you guys for being part of the channel, because it's not a lot and I know some of you aren't even able to buy any games for yourself. So just subscribe, comment below and ensure you have a Steam account because I'll have to add you to allow me to gift. So you play a marine called Bitterman and you're trying to stop an alien invasion occurring on Earth by attacking them first. This title also has a multiplayer mode if you want to take this to the virtual battlefield. This is Alien Carnage. So that's it from me today. I hope you've enjoyed these updates. News just keeps popping out of the blue, and make sure you don't miss any of it by sticking around for next time. Thanks for watching Steve Knows. Happy gaming, guys. Good day.